Hello, 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 billionairettes, ladies and gentlemen, amazing souls here. Welcome back to another Read With Me session on the greatest salesman in the world. I want to welcome all the new subscribers to our channel. I know we've been bringing in new people day by day, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. So glad that you're able to be part of this journey and we're able to grow together as we're on a mission to impact billions of souls all over the world to achieve personal freedom and financial freedom in their lives. And so go ahead and share this. If you know somebody in your life wants personal freedom in their life or even financial freedom in their life, go ahead and share with them this particular channel. We want to get to 1,000 by the end of this year because we are on a mission, y'all, and we need you to lead that mission and be a part of it with us. So glad you're here. Congratulations for all of you that have been continuing to show up throughout all the books that we've been reading every single month. We're reading 2 books every single month, one on financial freedom and one on personal freedom. And the personal freedom book of this particular month featured is The Greatest Salesman in the World, O.G. Mandino. It is an old school book, but it has eternal wisdom. So let's dive right into it. We're in chapter 3. If you want to catch up after this, we have a playlist with all the books that we've read this year so far. We're about on 16 books and going strong. So let us know your thoughts. We'd love to just connect with you, your feedback, if this is something that you are enjoying, you're benefiting from, it is helping you to stay on track with the personal growth plan for the year, then we are all about it. All right. So chapter 3, let's do it. Okay, my name is Vanessa Black, and let's go. It was winter, and the chill was bitter on the Mount of Olives. From Jerusalem across the narrow cleft of the Kidron Valley came the smell of smoke, incense, and burning flesh from the temple, and its foulness mixed with the turpentine odor of terebinth trees on the mountain. On an open slope, only a short descent from the village of Bethpage slumbered the immense trade caravan of Pathros of Palmyra. The hour was late, and even the great merchant's favorite stallion had ceased munching on the low pistachio bushes and settled down against a soft hedge of laurel. Beyond the long row of silent tents, strands of thick hemp curled around 4 ancient olive trees. They formed a square coral enclosing shapeless forms of camels and asses huddled together to draw warmth from each other's body, except for 2 guards. Patrolling near the baggage wagons, the only movement in the camp was the tall and moving shadow outlined against the goat's hair wall of Pathro's great tent. Inside, Pathros paced angrily back and forth, pausing occasionally to frown and shake his head at the youth kneeling timidly near the tent opening. Finally, he lowered his ailing body to the gold-woven rug and beckoned the lad to move closer. Hafid, you have always been as my own. I am perplexed and puzzled by your strange request. Are you not content with your work? So to catch you up here and remind you, Hafid is the wealthy gentleman that he has decided to give away all of his wealth. Like he's retiring. So everybody who's helped him along the way, everybody that has been loyal to him, he's giving his wealth away and he's retiring. Okay. And he took his partner that he, in the last chapter, to like this secret place into like a treasure chest that had something secret inside that everybody knew about, but nobody had known what was in it. And it was like ancient scrolls of wisdom. And that has helped Hafid create his wealth. It was all the principles that he implemented in his life that helped him create the abundance in his life, the wealth in his life were written in these scrolls that were passed on to him by someone else. And so Hafid was instructed by that person that gave him the ancient scrolls that you can only share this with one person. And so he was beginning to share it with his loyal partner for so many years. And his partner was also instructed to give away his wealth in a particular manner. And so This person is saying, aren't you content with your work? The boy's eyes were fixed on the rug. No, sir. Perhaps the ever increasing size of our caravans has made your task of tending to all our animals too great. No, sir. Then kindly repeat your request. Include also in thy words the reasoning behind such an unusual request. Quote, it is my desire to become a seller of your goods instead of only your camel boy. I wish to become as Hadad, Simon, Caleb, and the others who depart from our baggage wagons with animals barely able to crawl from the weight of your goods, and who return with gold for thee and gold also for themselves. I desire to improve my lowly position in life. As a camel boy, I am nothing, but as a salesman for you, I can acquire wealth and success. And he goes, how do you know this? Often have I heard you say that no other trade or profession has more opportunity for one to rise from poverty to great wealth than that of salesmen. Pathros began to nod, but thought better of it and continued to question the youth. Dost thou believe you are capable of performing as Hadad and the other sellers? Question. Hafid stared intently at the old man and replied, many times have I overheard Caleb complain to you about misfortunes that accounted for his lack of sales, and many times have I heard you remind him that anyone could sell all the goods in your warehouse within a small passing of time if he but applied himself to learn the principles and laws of selling. If you believe that Caleb, whom everyone calls a fool, can learn these principles, then cannot I also acquire this special knowledge? Quote, if you should master these principles, what would be your goal in life? Hafid hesitated and said, it has been repeated throughout the land that you are a great salesman. The world has never seen a trade empire such as you have built through your mastery of salesmanship. My ambition is to become even greater than you, the greatest merchant, the wealthiest man, and the greatest salesman in all the world. Pathros leaned back and studied the young, dark face. The smell from the animals was still on his clothes, but the youth displayed little humility in his manner. And what will you do with all this great wealth and the fearsome power that will surely accompany it? I will do as you do. My family will be provided with the finest of worldly goods, and the rest I will share with those in need. Pathros shook his head. Quote, wealth, my son, should never be your goal in life. Your words are eloquent, but they are mere words. True wealth is of the heart, not of the purse. Hafid persisted. Art thou not wealthy, sir? The old man smiled at Hafid's boldness. Hafid, so far as material wealth is concerned, there is only one difference between myself and the lowliest beggar outside Herod's palace. The beggar thinks only of his next meal, and I think only of the meal that will be my last. No, my son, do not aspire for wealth and labor, not only to be rich, strive instead for happiness, to be loved, and to love, and most important, to acquire peace of mind and serenity. Hafid continued to persist. But these things are impossible without gold. And I believe this is back in the day. He's sharing with us a story how he was given the scrolls. Who can live in poverty with peace of mind? How can one be happy with an empty stomach? How can one demonstrate love for one's family if he is unable to feed and clothe and house them? You yourself have said that wealth is good when it brings joy to others. Why then is my ambition to be wealthy not a good one? Poverty may be a privilege and even a way of life for the monk in the desert, for he has only himself to sustain and none but his God to please. But I consider poverty to be the mark of a lack of ability or a lack of ambition. I am not deficient in either of these qualities. Pathros frowned. What has caused this sudden outburst of ambition? You speak of providing for a family, yet you have no family, lest it be I who have adopted you, since the pestilence removed the mother and father. Half his son, darkened skin, could not hide the sudden flush in his cheek. While he encamped in Herban before journeying here, I met the daughter of Kalna. She, oh no, now the truth emerges. Love, not noble ideals, has changed my camel boy into a mighty soldier, ready to battle the world. Kalnat is a very wealthy man. His daughter and a camel boy? Never. But his daughter and a rich, young, and handsome merchant? Ah, that is another matter. Very well, my young soldier. I will help you begin your career as a salesman. The lad fell to his knees and grasped Pathro's robe. Sir, how can I say the words to show my thanks? Pathros freed himself from Hafid's grip and stepped back. I would suggest you withhold thy thanks for the present. Whatever aid I give thee will be as a grain of sand compared to the mountains you must move for yourself. Setting expectations here. Hafid's joy immediately subsided as he asked, will you not teach me the principles and laws that will transform me into a great salesman? I will not. No more than I have made your early youth soft and easy through pampering. I have been criticized often for condemning my adopted son to the life of a camel boy, but I believe that if the right fire was burning inside it, would eventually emerge. And when it did, you would be far more a man for your years of difficult toil. Tonight, your request has made me happy, for the fire of ambition glows in your eyes and your face shines with burning desire. This is good, and my judgment is vindicated, but you must still prove that there is more behind your words than air. Hafid was silent, and the old man continued. First, you must prove to me, and more important to yourself, that you can endure the life of a salesman, for it is not an easy lot you have chosen. Truly, many times have you heard me say that the rewards are great if one succeeds, but the rewards are great only because so few succeed. Many succumb to despair and fail without realizing that they already possess all the tools needed to acquire great wealth. Many others face each obstacle in their path with fear and doubt and consider them as enemies, when in truth, these obstructions are friends and helpers. Obstacles are necessary for success because in selling, as in all careers of importance, victory comes only after, everybody say only after many struggles and countless defeats. Yet each struggle, each defeat sharpens your skills and strengths, your courage and your endurance, your ability and your confidence, and thus each obstacle is a comrade in arms, forcing you to become better or quit. Each rebuff is an opportunity to move forward, turn away from them, avoid them, and you throw away your future. The youth nodded and made as if to speak, but the old man raised his hand and continued, furthermore, you are embarking on the loneliest profession in the world. Even the despised tax collectors return to their homes at sundown, and the legions of Rome have a barracks to call home. But you will witness many setting suns far from all friends and loved ones. Nothing can bring the hurt of loneliness upon a man so swiftly as to pass a strange house in the dark and witness, in the lamplight from within, a family breaking evening bread together. It is in these periods of loneliness that temptations will confront thee. Pathros continued. How you meet these temptations will greatly affect your career. When you are on the road with only your animal, It is it is a strange and often frightening sensation. Often our perspectives and our values are temporarily forgotten and we become like children, longing for the safety and love of our own. What we find as a substitute has ended the career of many, including thousands who are considered to have great potential in the art of selling. Furthermore, there will be no one to humor you or console you when you have sold no goods, no one except those who seek to separate you from your money pouch. I will be careful and heed thy words of warning. Then let us begin. For the present, you will receive no more advice. You stand before me as as a green fig. Until the fig is ripe, it cannot be called a fig. And until you have been exposed to knowledge and experience, you cannot be called a salesman. How shall I begin? In the morning, you are to report to Silvio at the baggage wagons. He will release in your charge one of our finest seamless robes. It is woven from the hair of a goat and will withstand even the heaviest rains, and it is dyed red from the roots of the madder plant so that the color will always hold fast. Near the hem, you will find sewn on the inside a small star. This is the mark of Tola, whose guild makes the finest robes in all the world. Next to the star is my mark, a circle within a square. Both these marks are known and respected throughout the land, and we have sold countless thousands of these robes. I have dealt with the Jews so long that I only know their name for such a garment as this. It is called an abaya. To take the robe and a donkey and depart at dawn for Bethlehem, the village which our caravan passed through before arriving here. None of our sellers ever visit there. They report that it is a waste of their time because the people are so poor. Yet many, many years ago, I sold hundreds of robes among the shepherds there. Remain in Bethlehem until you have sold the robe. Hafid nodded, attempting in vain to conceal his excitement. At what price shall I sell the robe, master? I will enter a charge of 1 silver denarius against your name on my ledger. When you return, you will remit 1 silver denarius to me. Keep all that you have received in excess of this as your commission. So, in fact, you set the price of the robe yourself. You may visit the marketplace, which is at the south entry of town, or you may wish to consider calling on each dwelling in the town itself, of which I am certain there are over 1,000. Certainly, it is conceivable that 1 robe can be sold there. Do you not agree? Hafid nodded again, his mind already on the morrow. Pathros placed his hand gently on the lad's shoulder. I will place no one in your position until you return. If you discover that your stomach is not for this profession, I will understand, and you must not consider yourself in disgrace. Never feel shame for trying and failing, for he who has never failed is he who has never tried. Upon your return, I will question you at length concerning your experiences. Then I will decide how I shall proceed with helping you to make your outlandish dreams come true. Hafid bowed and turned to leave, but the old man was not finished. Son, there is one precept that you must remember as you begin this new life. Keep it always in your mind, and you will overcome seemingly impossible obstacles that are certain to confront you as they do everyone with ambition. Hafid waited. Yes, sir? Failure will never overtake you if your determination to succeed is strong enough. Write that down. Pathros stepped close to the youth. Do you comprehend the full meaning of my words? Yes, sir. Then repeat them to me. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is stronger enough. Deep, deep chapter. The expectations are set, letting them know the truth. Would you go with this picture of the situation? It looks like he's asking him to go to a poor area of thousands of people to sell this robe at whatever price that he marks it up, but returning with the sold robe. Remember this and repeat this. Maybe write this down if you're taking notes. Repeat this with me. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. Well, well, well. That concludes chapter 3. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Would you be up for the challenge? Where's your hunger level at? Where's your ambition level at? Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. There is no failure. So, hope you got something out of this Read With Me session. In the next Read With Me session, we're going to continue on to chapter 4, page 27. If you have the physical book, you can go get it on Amazon. It's right then and there. It's great to also read physically if you like to read and listen at the same time, or just stick around here. I'll be reading to you the entire book. Isabel's currently reading the Financial Freedom book by John Maxwell, which is the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Go check it out. It's a phenomenal book with phenomenal laws. And those are the books that we're going to complete by the end of this month within the next 2 weeks. So we'll see you in the next Read With Me session. Again, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. You can get notified by the bell. We're posting these Monday through Friday, these Read With Me sessions, so you can follow along on a daily basis. Join us in this personal development, personal growth plan that you have. So you're constantly being fed wisdom, information, and allows you to just bring new ideas to what you have going on and staying focused with great information, positive information that is just flooding your ears and that you're able to listen to. So super pumped up, super excited to continue this book. We're going to get into the scrolls soon, which are super powerful. So we'll see you in that and hope you have an incredible day. We also do have an Instagram billionaireette that you can actually connect with us there and follow us on Instagram, and cannot wait to connect further. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Appreciate you. Love you. And go ahead, go out there, be great, be you, and keep trying. Failure is only feedback. Take care.